Nasa China na po si Pangulong Duterte para sa kanyang state visit. Bukas, sa harap ang Pangulo sa Filipino community sa Beijing.
Sa Webes naman, makikipagpulong siya kay Chinese President Xi Jinping at kay Chinese Premier Li Keqiang.
Mr. President.
China, it's not worth the... I don't go to war. So if I do not, there's always war and peace. If I am not ready for war, then peace is the only thing. I will keep silent now, and the ambassador is there, but I would state my case before you. I will never bring the matter because it might lead only to the suspension of the talks with China, and that is not good, Mr. Ambassador. So I propose that we just have a soft landing everywhere. I will not use the judgment arbitral now, but I would one day sit in front of your representative or you, and then I will lay bare my position. And I would say that this paper, I cannot get out of the four corners of this document, and that is the arbitral judgment. But for now, Mr. Ambassador, I want to just talk to you for the moment. Maybe give us time to build our forces also. We have so much superiority. But if it comes to a parity between as many ships as you have, maybe, just maybe. But if we continue and treat each other with brothers and understand, especially the plight of the fishermen, and they're almost really, that's why they are there, because they are poor. And I know the dynamics inside China. It has been explained to me very well. But if we might be, the Chinese people this time might find a place in their hearts for the Filipinos. After all, I come from there's a Chinese blood in me. So I hope that you treat us as your brothers, not your enemies, and take note of the plight of our citizens. Yan, sabihin ko. Fine. I have talked to Xi Jinping. I'm going to China. I will open up all avenues of trade and commerce. They can come in. I'm calling all the airlines. I'm about to cross the Rubicon between me and the United States. At least for the 6 years. I would need your help in everything. Trade, commerce, and I will open up. It is not really na magbayad. I've been talking with Prime Minister Medvedev, because when you open to, I'm gonna invite China and Russia put up in your airline here. You observe, not even respect. You observe, not even courtesies. So, every time you do that, it's like slapping.
Thank you, Mr. President. May we request the President to...
Sinilip naman ng GMA News ang kasalukuyang estado ng relasyon ng Pilipinas at China. At sa gitna ng pagbisita ni Pangulong Duterte ngayon sa China, may mga nagsasabing magiging hamon kung paano babalansihin ang relasyon ng Pilipinas sa China at sa iba pang kaalyado gaya ng Amerika. Nakatutok si Leigh Alves.
Sa pagpunta ni Pangulong Duterte sa China, tinatayang 400 negosyante ang kasama sa kanyang delegasyon.
It is going to be very large.
Sabi ni Chinese Ambassador Zhao Qianhua, bubuhos daw ang mga investment sa Pilipinas.
There will be a dramatic increase of investment from the Chinese side in infrastructural projects.
Noong 2015, pang-14 ang China sa listahan ng mga investor sa Pilipinas. Ang China ang ikalawang pinakamalaking ekonomiya sa mundo. Ito rin ang ikalawang pinakamalaking trading partner ng Pilipinas. Pero dehado naman ang ating bansa sa kalakalang ito. Noong 2015, nasa halos 11.5 billion US dollars ang inimport ng Pilipinas. Pero ang inexport ng Pilipinas sa China, nasa mahigit 6 billion US dollars lang. Sabi ni Ambassador Zhao, tataas daw ang importation nila ng mga produkto mula Pilipinas, gaya ng pinya, saging at seafoods. Di naman ganun kadami ang OFW sa mainland China, nasa halos 30,000 lamang, pero aabot ng mahigit 230,000 kung isasama ang mga OFW sa Hong Kong. Sa pagtulong naman sa Pilipinas, pang-11 ang China sa nagbigay ng Official Development Assistance noong 2014. Noong bagyong Yolanda, pang-28 ang China sa listahan ng mga tumulong. Ang isang pinakamalaking issue sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at China, ang usapin sa West Philippine Sea. Bagamat sinabi na ng International Arbitral Tribunal na kapwa dapat malaya makapangisda ang mga Pilipino at Chino sa Scarborough Shoal, hindi pa rin ito nagagawa ng ating mga mangingisda dahil hinaharang ng mga Chino.
Importante siya in terms of improving economic relations. Kasi that part of our relations with China had suffered because of the tensions in the disputes in the South China Sea.
Sa ilang pahayag ni Pangulong Duterte, binabatikos niya ang Amerika habang tila bumabaling naman sa China.
I'm about to cross the Rubicon between me and the United States. I'm gonna invite China and Russia.
Paniwala ng isang analyst, dapat mabalansing mabuti ng Pilipinas ang relasyon nito sa China at iba pang mga mahalagang kaalyado gaya ng Amerika.
I think it's important that we proceed with this with some caution and moderation. It's not good to expand new friendships at the expense of losing long-standing friends.
Sa isang panayam sa Xinhua News Agency, ang official media ng China, nagpasalamat si Pangulong Duterte sa China dahil hindi raw nito binabatikos ang kanyang administrasyon at tahimik lang na tumutulong. Di raw tulad ng ibang bansa na nampupuna sa halip na tumulong. Pagbalik ng Pangulo sa pagtatapos ng linggo, ilalatag daw niya ang kalalabasan ng kanyang biyahe sa China. Lay Alves, Nakatutok, 24 Oras.